What's going on, y'all? What's up with everybody? It's your boy Allstar Issy. Hold on, give me a second, because I think something is going on really quickly. Hold on, excuse me. Apologies. I think one of my lives was up, but give me one brief moment, please. I'm gonna take that off just in one moment. Great to see everybody. It's your host Allstar Issy. We are in the building. Great to see y'all. What's up with it? Let's go. All right. Bet. We live now. Nuestra familia. What's up, twin? How you doing? What's going on with everybody? Welcome in. It's your host, Allstar Issy. We are here live in effect. We're gonna have a good conversation today. It's gonna be one of them combos where I'm just gonna be talking about something really quickly. I'm gonna be on this thing for like 20 minutes. Marie, what's happening? Marie, what's going on? How you feeling? Great to see you. What's up? What's going on? What's up with everybody? Welcome in. It's your host, Allstar Issy. What's up? Hey, check it out though. I made this shit like what? 2-3 years ago? This is my hoodie. I made this hoodie myself. We are evolution. You have a voice for a reason. But I'm designing it differently now. I look like I got a mullet though. Hold up! Hey, yo. I look like I came out straight from Mexico with this shit. That's fire. What up, Tina? What's up with it? Marie, this Tina. Tina, this Marie. Marie, this is Nuestra, this other twin. You know, because we on the anime shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But now though, look. Again, I'm not going to be on here for too long. I do have a quick message, something that I really wanted to just get off my chest and really just get off my heart and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see everybody. I am gonna start doing these lives a little bit more in the afternoon. That way, cause there's a lot of bullshit ass trolls. There's a lot of people that want to f around. I'm working on my cousin. Okay. But there's a lot of things that go on in the night that we're not able to necessarily function around this time. But regardless, we're gonna do what we do. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this conversation. Again, I'm not going to be on here for too long. Great to see everybody. Welcome in. Hit the like button if you have not. Subscribed if you're new. And if you already subscribed, then shout out to you. It's Allstar Issy. Listen, let me go to this really quickly. This is something I've been thinking about a lot because, what's up, Bernhan? But something that I've been referencing a lot recently was like 2019. This is when We Are Evolution was created, like the thing that you see on my chest. And the thing about it, I appreciate you, Bernhard. You the one. But anyways, the thing, you like my ring. I appreciate you. Oh, hold on, everybody. Thank you guys for coming in. Hit the like button and subscribe. Twin or Marie, can one of you guys press All Star so like it can come up so I don't have to say it? I don't want to be able to make sure that I say it. You know what I'm saying? I got to get lost in my thoughts really quickly, but shout out to everybody. Pancake, great to see you. Shout out to everybody that's coming in right now. I have to speak on the subject. If I don't see your comment, trust me, I will be seeing your comment. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm going to see it. All right. So, thank you. I think you got to put the All-Star together. But this is what I got to say really quickly. So, one thing that I've been referencing a lot is like 2019. This is really when We Are Evolution started, when my brand started for real. And even before that, I was still on the things that I was on. But there was something that I learned from last year because, it's really great to reflect and introspect off of the things that you have going on for yourself. And one thing that I used to think about a lot was, in general, I used to think that I used to have shame around money, right? So I used to think that I need to get a certain amount of money in order to be this type of guy. And I'm gonna talk in the general sense too. So let's say like you think you need all this type of money to get a girl, right? You're like, damn, she looks like she needs a rich man, so I need to get my money up. If you're insecure or you're shame or you have shame surrounded by a goal, the thing is that you don't need to obtain the goal in order for you to not be shameful. Great to see everybody. Welcome in. Now, this is what I said, right? I said I've lied to myself about countless times that getting over shame isn't a goal of action. It's if you know. So thinking I can get over my shame once I have an outcome, that's false. Get more money to get more women. Once I get more money, I'll have more women. That just means that you think it has a time limit and you can get over your insecurity by not being enough, by accepting and being honest, which creates a ripple effect and it tears the lies that you've been telling yourself. Because a lot of people are they're when you say I need to get a goal in order to be a person, what you're saying is that you're not enough and that you have insecurities in who you are in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. It's your boy Allstar Issy. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm on a real quick convo, then I'll engage with you guys in a minute. Thank you for being here. But I'm saying this to say, cause and if you think you gotta have all this money or you gotta have a six pack to be secure, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because what you're saying is that I need to obtain a goal in order for me to become this person. When you can already become the person and work yourself to the goal. You see what I'm saying? And here's the thing, I'm not even saying that it can be immediate where you're thinking to yourself, okay, I can have this immediate result for myself, but it has to be internally. Because if you keep seeking outside of yourself, you keep seeking for a goal or for an achievement in order to think that you need to become a person, you're gonna live a life where you're gonna create a pattern and a habit that's gonna be centered around you, thinking that I need to do something in order to be something. Listen, actions and thoughts they need to align first and foremost. But if you're thinking you need to do something, you're gonna always be doing something to think that you're that thing. You see what I'm saying? You can already be it within, and then you can have that as it comes and materializes. A great example is something I was speaking about early on the phone, and how like years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, bro, when I was doing this shit, I had like only two people. I have one person really watching my shit. But the same way that I'm talking right now is the same way that I've always been. I've always been everything that everybody sees, right? This shit 2019. We Evolution, you have a voice for a reason. This was 6 years ago. So everything that I was doing 6 years ago is exactly the same that I've been doing today, right? But that's because I knew in myself and to me, this is successful. Having just people engage and talk and everything like that. I appreciate that. I love that. I'm very thankful. Shout out to everybody who's here supporting. But the thing is like, don't mind it. I gotta get some new lights and shit. Like, don't mind it. This actually kind of looks really cool. Anyways, what I'm saying is that you gotta be that person before anything comes into play, right? And so the thing is like when men are talking about, and even women could talk about this in that instance too, but like when men talking about I need to get my money up to get this woman, women can like you if you're broke. But I'm not saying to be broke. I'm just saying that women can like you still, even if you don't have that materialistically. Because it's never about what you have, it's always about how you make her feel and who you are to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. No, brother, stay consistent, be grateful for sure. Of course, appreciate you. No, just ban. Marie, I see that you back. Thank you back for being for not quitting on me. Shout out to everybody. Welcome in. But regardless though, don't mind the light. Sorry if anyone has I forgot how to say it. It's an E. Focus on your wife. The wife will come. Yeah. Cause too like, it's just a beautiful thing to realize too. Like when the biggest key for anybody is to see if you have any shame around money. You got shame around getting women. You got you think that you need to have all this money in order to be like a playboy. You think you need to be a millionaire to have a millionaire. Now also that can't be true, but everything happens in here first. Like you got to be able to be that for yourself within in your mindset. You got to be able to be this person that who you are within already, because once you do that, you're showing yourself I have trust no matter what's going to occur. No one can take what's happened. No one can take that thing that's inside of you. No one can take who your core is. No one can take who you are when you're purposeful. No one can take that from you because it happened internally. Unless you're saying people can take $1 million from you and materialistically. They can strip that away. So let's say you are a millionaire because you have $1 million, and then they take that away, and then you're like, damn, I'm not a millionaire. I've met people with huge amount of money. They said I could start from zero. You can put me in the middle of the desert, and I still got myself, because that's what it really comes down to. I am the thing that creates this thing. Because again, if you have to think that you need something in order to become if you think you need something to become this result, you're going to keep living in a loop and pattern, and you're going to be living off of people's self-validation and everything. You know what I'm saying? This world is full of abundance. It is. Andy says, my confidence be at zero when I'm broke, and I be mad as fuck when I have to curve baddies. Shout out to Andy. That was a real thing. What's up, Florence? What's up, Jenny? Too, about that, Andy, it's so interesting because, like, And I still I got like it was funny because even when I was broke, bro, because there was a time where I was homeless, right? But I was still pulling women. Like I was still having women on the phone. I was still like seeing women. I was still like messing around, doing a lot of stuff. So it was so interesting to see that because people could hear that or women could see that and be like, damn, you ain't got shit going on, but you know, like you're broke, but like or you're homeless. They ain't really know because they ain't their business. But they're like, imagine if they said that, they're like, damn, but you still act like you that guy, but you're still that guy. Yeah, because even when hardships or challenges or anything occurs, that doesn't take away from who I actually am. This just means I have some challenges to overcome as I'm learning in this world. And that's the message of this all. Is that if you're insecure, you don't need to wait until you lose 100 pounds. Now I'm not gonna say it's not a validating feeling if you do lose the weight. Definitely work your way if you want a healthier body for sure. But what I'm saying is don't tie your self-esteem to an act to a goal. Tie your self-esteem to being truthful to yourself right now. Being honest with yourself. Being able to be like, okay, you know what? I look myself in the mirror. I don't like what I see, but this is who I am right now. And I'm gonna accept this, and I want to move forward with it because I no longer want to wait. I don't want to wait. Like why you gotta wait 2 years down the line in order to think you're that guy? You're already him, but you think that you need a goal in order to become him, but you're already him. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to subtract all the bullshit that's been occurring. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Marie. Nice ring. Appreciate you, boy. Jamal, what's good with it? What's up, Sonia? I don't even know how to say your name. What's good, Little Red? What's up with it? Self-love is the key. It is. It is. Yo, pause. Yo, I got you. I'm here. I'm weak. Yo, Marie and New Western not playing with y'all. Shout out to everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe. It's your boy Allstar Issy. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna be here for about like 10 more minutes. Because I really wanted to just speak on that thing, and just cause there was a time where even when I was talking about the money and stuff, like I was like, damn, like I gotta have all this money in order to be who I am, what I am, plus more. I gotta have like a six pack. I gotta, do all these things. But then I realized like I was just lying to myself, and that's like keeping yourself in a matrix, kinda, if that makes sense. Like you're putting yourself in your own prison, saying I gotta get a goal in order to be somebody when you already are somebody. Hey, shout out to Gary V because he had this damn thing is fucking my eyes up, bro. My bad, y'all. It's messing up. But there was a video that I seen, and there was this lady basically saying, how do I become this so I can be somebody? And he grabbed her and he said, well, you already are somebody. And that's the truth with everything. Everybody is somebody already but that's the thing. You have to decide you're somebody. No, and no one can do the work for you. Because I'm only saying this because I wanna talk about that, bro. You can be that guy, bro. I was homeless and I was on tour. I was homeless and I was getting booked for shows. I was homeless and I was still doing shows and getting paid off of shows, bro. So it's not the circumstances. Of course, I got myself out of it, obviously, years later. But still, it's like around that time, I was like, damn. I'm still him even when there's not a lot going around. But this is when I had to learn this shit. You know what I'm saying? Jamal says, do you rap? I do rap. I do rap. I do rap. Young Goat says we are all somebody, but not everyone is useful. Until they don't want to be useful. People can be useful, but it's genuinely up to the person if they want to be useful. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be of use to yourself at first for you to be useful. Unless you want to be like a machine working in corporate and shit. Where are you from? I'm from planet Earth. People eat, sleep, and repeat. They do, but that's like, let people do what people do. All right, I'm specifically speaking to the winners, people who want to win, people who want to really make a change in their life. Because I'm not just saying this to say this. I'm not coming out here just be like, oh, everybody check me out. Look what I got. No. There's pieces and there's things you can take from this, because you can just decide that you don't have to be. You can work through the insecurity, but why wait for a goal? Why wait 6 months down the line to say I'm that guy? You're already him. You're just working your way towards being to that next part. You know what I'm saying? What up, LT Mods? What's going on? Appreciate that. I appreciate that. You like my ring? I appreciate it. Professional yapper? Yeah, professional yapper gets paid off for yapping and everything. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building. Why did I pin that? Did I pin that? That's crazy. Let me pin something completely different. Hold on. That is super wild though. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's your boy Allstar Issy. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You're more than welcome to hit the like and subscribe. I'm gonna be on here for about 6 more minutes. You guys are more than welcome to ask a question. You can speak, we can engage, we can talk. But that was just the message that I really had to let off into everything because there's nothing truly you gotta wait for because you got everything that you need when you see that you are that thing that people want. You know what I mean? Like, or you want for yourself. You don't gotta wait. You don't gotta wait this long to be a person to be this or to be that. You can already obtain them goals and obtain who you are by having that already. You know what I'm saying? But going back for still live with your parents though. Who lives with their parents? Easy Andy, it gotta be you for sure. It gotta be you. But regardless though, everything that everybody is saying right now, we got all these trolls, you got the people that's talking, focusing on the rings and everybody. Can I get the merch? You want a hoodie? Yeah, so I'm actually designing some new hoodies right now. Um, but if you want something like this, I can make it. This is a very old custom. This was made in like what 2020. Damn, that's been a long time though. This was made 2020 because I made a shirt that says this, and then it has a message on the back. Like I wrote like it'll say like a message. I think this one says like stay present in your routines or something like that. It was something that I said along those lines because I was really big into like I'm still big into mental health now, but it's like back then I wanted people to like see what the message is. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with living with your parents? I think it's wrong if you're living with your parents still over after 18. I think especially if you're a man, you got to get yourself out of there, bro. Like you can't don't like you should want to have independence for yourself. Stay present in your parents' house. Yeah, I believe you do, Andy. The economy is fucked up. Yeah, but even if the economy is fucked up, like why do you have to be fucked up? I had a line like that. I said, if the world is fucked up, why you got to be fucked up? Let's be real. If the world is fucked up, why you got to be fucked up? What color you want, Marie? Let me know. I'll make something like if you want something that looks like this, like with the same writing and everything, I can make one. Just let me know your color. Real shit though. But anyways, going forward, that is everything that I necessarily wanted to say. So I am gonna end the live in a couple of minutes because it was just for this sake of the conversation of where to talk about B3. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it's like nighttime over there right now. You know, because that's why during the nighttime he's probably more active because he lives in a whole different time than we do. Everyone wants independence, but realistically, who's making enough at 18 to live comfortably? That's up to the beholder of who they are, bro. To be honest, I mean, there's plans, there's times, there's things you can execute to work your way to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a. I'm gonna end off with this in a second. The difference between winners and losers are the 24 hours everybody has in their day, bro. On some real shit. Red and black. Okay, I got you. I got you. You want like? Do you want the sweater to be black and the words red? How you want it? Having independence is hard at the moment for most people because lack of work. If you can't work, then how are you gonna support yourself? That's true. I mean, there's times where there can be hardships, but when I talk about independence, of course, financially in all different ways. Because to say that you're free is to say that you got to take control of your life, right? Because when you could tell people I want freedom, but if you're not able to control your finances or you don't want to control that, then you can have still somebody around you. But still, the thing is, there's always a way if you create a way, and you can create a way. Yeah, shout out to B3 for sure. But thank you for everybody. My name is Allstar Issy. I'm gonna go and get up out of here. That's all that I had to really talk about. I'm not gonna take too long on here because this is the message is. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate you, Maria. I'm gonna speak to you soon. Shout out to my twin. Shout out to everybody. Pull up. Your mother welcome. Hit the like and subscribe to your boy. Cause remember, authenticity is the new sexy. To shine within, to shine without. Don't be like Easy Andy at all because